Hi everyone, it's Kim here. I am fulfilling a request for a question on my coffee mug and lid dash hollies video that I made back in October of 2013. Now the actual box is a cut from Tax Bags, Boxes and More, but you know what occurred to me when I got the comment was maybe somebody doesn't have the cartridge. So I went ahead and found this out of my garage. Was damaged because I kind of put stuff on top of it. So I'm okay with dissecting it, but I'm going to go ahead and try to give you the measurements to see if you could do this by yourself. Now with the lid, you want to cut out a 6 3/4 by 6 3/4 square. So you would actually have a solid square like so. Then you're going to want to score on the edges in at, looks like you could do 1.5 all the way around. Yeah, just make it 1.5 all the way around, and then you would have your score lines. I'm gonna say just take a pair of scissors and just cut in 1 1/4 inches. Cut down right down here about 1 1/4 or however it would be from that edge to here. That's maybe not 1 1/4 inches, but so that you can fold your flaps in. So the lid I think would be pretty easy. Now when it comes to doing the box, that's going to be tricky. I have a piece of white paper here that we're going to go ahead and I'm going to trace the box so that we can get the exact measurements. This is a 12 by 12 piece of white paper. And so you would cut your 11-inch by 11-inch square out. Yeah, let's make it 11 by 11. Haven't had a chance to clear off my craft table from yesterday. Let's go this way. So you're just going to cut 1 inch off from your 12 by 12 paper. Set that aside. Now I think I'm going to do this cutting by hand just because it might be more accurate for myself to do that. Okay, so you have your 11 by 11. And this first piece it's slightly off. I'm going to say 3 3/4. So if you don't have this to trace, what you want to do is you want to take your ruler in from the edge. I'm really just doing this the first time myself, so you're going to make a mark at 3 3/4, and then I'm going to bring the box back in here, and then this to here, from here to here, is exactly 3. Now you don't want to do 3 3/4 here because you have to have this flap. And the flap itself is 1/2 inch. So I'm going to mark here and just go half right here. So you're actually going to, okay, drum roll here for my straight cutting. I could use my T-square, but I'm not going to get 100% technical here. And okay, so that would be that. Obviously it's not straight, but we're not really making a real box here. So let's go again and just do 3 3/4 here, because that is this size of that right there. And make a mark. And then the same thing for this side, where you're going to go down 3 inches from here to here. And then you're going to have your 1/2 inch flap. If this turns out, I'm going to laugh. This is going to be exciting. Okay. Set that aside. So, where are we at? We're right here. And then that's the flap. And then on this side, you're going to measure from the top of here to here. It looks like it's about 4 inches from here to here. So it would be from here to here. 4 inches. And then that's where you would make your next cut. I was going to just type out the instructions to the person who left the question, but I thought, I don't know how to explain this. Before I cut that, I want to make sure that I've got the right measurements to here. So you've got 4 inches from here to here, and then this is going to be 3 inches with your 1/2 inch flap. Oops, I can do, there we go. That's going to be the flap. And it's okay that I cut in here because I'm going to end up doing that anyway. That's going to be flap that folds down. Okay, put that away. Alright, so let's do the next measurement. Okay, this has got 2 flaps on it, so on the bottom part, that's 5 inches. Lifting this up from that edge to this edge is 5 inches. And then you want to cut in, let me get my box back here. This one does not have a flap, so you want to cut in 3 3/4. And then this will have a 1/2 inch flap, which I've already kind of cut it right there, so that's your 1/2 inch flap. And then you bring your ruler over here and you make another 1/2 inch flap. And then this was a 1/2 inch flap. That did not have a flap. And that's your 1/2 inch flap. Right, do we need to do any more cutting? Let's see. Oh, it goes this way. I think at this point we just need to cut and score the flaps. So, yep, nothing more that needs to be cut over there. So let's set that right there. Just double checking. Okay, it's kind of off, as you can see, because I hand cut it, but hopefully the measurements that I gave you will help. So wherever you have the 1/2 inch flaps, you're going to want to cut in a 1/2 inch. I hope I'm doing this right. Yes. And then, you know, you can score it. I'm just going to fold it myself for the purpose of getting this video accomplished. Okay. Yeah, if you want your box to be sturdy, you want to score it really, really well. And to not use such a flimsy piece of paper, this is just from Walmart. You want to use a good cardstock. That is, especially if you're going to put a mug in it, because you need to have that strength. Okay, then you're going to want to score this way as well. And, you know, you may come up with your own way of doing it, which is fine. And just maybe my measurements will help out a little bit. Okay, and then one more score. Now if you have the Cricut Explorer, the Cricut Expressions, you use your score blade with this. It will do it itself. It does know how to do that. So here we go. We're going to put this together and this together. Oh, I just have some little dot runner glue thing here. Handy. Okay, and that. Now I have no idea why this is like that, but adjust the measurements as you need. This is the first time I've ever done this on my own, so. Okay, so then you have your box. Well, it actually worked. Except I would have to check to see what I did here. I may have cut this one side a little bit higher than it's supposed to, but oh gosh, I hope this helps. Doesn't confuse anybody. And then that would be your lid, which we already talked about. So, hey, if you try this, let me know how it worked out. And if you had to make any adjustments to the measurements or whatever it might be, and we can all help each other out. So, all right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.